So you have your mother, you have your father, um, you have your you have how many? You have one kid at the time?
Too. So originally, when I met my baby father, I got pregnant immediately. I'm just skip over whatever. I got pregnant immediately. Same day I got pregnant, he shot two people, attempted murder, went away for 7 years. So when he came back home, 2017, that was 2010. 2017, he came home. By 2018, I had my son. So by the end of the year, I was already pregnant, and when he came home, and I had my son. So my daughter's about to be 13, and my son is 5.
So how did your family take it when they knew you had to go in?
They bad, like bad. Like I'm the backbone. Like I hold it together too. I'm the glue too. But they know because I don't ever ask for nothing. So now not only am I going away for, because they're still thinking 5 years. Like I had to stay out of trouble to go to shop and to get that program and all this. I didn't qualify for any of that stuff. And that time was just straight. I'll see y'all in 2026. Like,
Man,
Mm.
man.
so it was everybody had to do all that processing. My mom, my dad, my grandma. Like
Did they actually know prior to what you were into?
my dad knew a little something. My mom kind of knew a little something.
Got you.
You know?
So Straya,
Yes.
um, how did your family take it is when they got the news that you were gonna go away for a little while?
So I I didn't tell everyone together. I told like people one by one. And the first it was disappointment because this is now the third time, you know. Um it was I disappointed them. So that was the first. And then it was like, okay, let's come together and figure this out. My daughter, she's grown, so it wasn't so much of a, it like I was leaving her because she was grown. She lived on her own. The thing is, I was a newlywed at the time, also, and my mom, my dad, my siblings, because we're a really tight family. And I had to tell everyone one by one. I had to take my dad out to dinner, tell my mom, tell my siblings. And they were hopeful that I could get probation because this has happened before.
Mhm.
And then each time I didn't tell them until I knew that probate they were saying 4 to 12 years. So now I had to be like, okay, I'm going to jail, y'all. And everyone just had to come together to try to figure out what's going to happen in my absence. My absence has strengthened some relationships and destroyed some relationships. There's some people that I have a family member looking right now that had no idea. You know, I didn't
Mhm.
tell anyone that I didn't think would miss me from that time, and I actually didn't tell anybody because nobody knew what I was doing at all. So for me to even sit there and tell them I'm going, they're like, going to jail for what? You know, it was more embarrassing to, tell them, oh, from something I did before. So they're like, you still doing that? So it was it was heartbreaking. I had 20 family members come with me to turn myself in, you know, and
Of
it
course.
was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking.
So you said you went and married or you went and engaged?
I went and married. Oh, so the guy I was dating, he was the
Yeah.
first
Give
person
us
that knew.
so
Um,
what was the all right, so you said you get the call from the DA on
mhm,
the first date that you have with this guy.
mhm.
What's the time span in between that day to the day you turn yourself in?
2020 to
Mhm.
2022.
Oh, okay.
We got
Okay.
married in 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. So he married me knowing that I was facing at that time 4 to 12 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 Wow.